Now, we're going to another special segment of the show called Hashtag. Somebody say hashtags. Now, hashtags are another favorite part of the show where we get people's stories. Now, you see, this year, we use the hashtag my most embarrassing moments. How many of us are familiar with hashtags? Right, so what happens is that we have a particular hashtag that we put out on Twitter and all social media platforms for people to send in, their stories regarding that hashtag. For TLMS1, we did my fresher stories. Last year, what did we do? Last year, we did my worst roommates, where we had the most disgusting roommate stories ever. Now, this year, we are doing my most embarrassing moments. Visuals, I believe that you have all the hashtags. You have them, right? Is that a yes? All right, thank you very much. Now, before they display it, how many of us want to know my most embarrassing moments? Faith Academy people know my most embarrassing moments. I've narrated it so many times. Who wants to hear it? My secondary school teachers are here. I'm about to embarrass myself. So this also happened, right? Because I'm sexy, because I'm hot, because I'm a fresh boy, right? Because I'm a fresh boy, I was supposed to be the king for Yellow House, right? So we had this Independence Day thing here, and I was supposed to be the king. And, my outfit was supposed to be a white shirt and a green trouser. So what happens is in FA for Independence Day, you sew, what your king wears from scratch. Like they use bed sheets and all that stuff. The shirt was good, but the trouser, the type of trouser that you have to do like this to climb back. That was how the trouser was very, very tight. But, I looked good. Somebody said I looked good. And then, we had this concept planned out. I had my queen, right? So the plan was that she was going to walk first, and then I'll come eventually, and I'll now kneel down to propose. Oh my God, foolish love back then. So, so then the queen entered, and then obviously, as I entered, I've been a superstar since day one. At an FA, let us welcome the king of Yellow House. Because we no get sense that time, I was now biting one rose. Then this was the defining moment. I lifted my leg up. When God wants to, I was feeling a tightening somewhere, but, and then I knelt down. As I knelt down, there was an opening. A large opening. Ha! And the funny thing, one thing that my teachers, my social teachers back then, he said, the show must continue. Even with my SpongeBob boxers displaying, I knelt down, picked her up, rolled her around, and I just walked like nothing was happening. But the walking step changed. At first I was walking like this. Now I was not doing like this. So that was my most embarrassing moment. Okay, so now we have responses from the people outside. So let's get it, and then we'll read it together and we'll react to it together. Let's get the first one. Visual, we don't have time. Okay, when I was learning how to ride a bicycle, I had the most embarrassing moment of my life. I was practicing in a park with my friends when I lost my balance and fell on my bike. But that wasn't the worst part. My shorts got caught. I can't be like say everybody tries at the tail. My shorts got caught on the handlebars and ripped, exposing my underwear to everyone in the park. I was so embarrassed that I wanted to crawl into a hole and never come out. But my friends were really supportive and helped me laugh it off. That type of like, haha, just continue. But my friends were really and helped me laugh it off. Looking back, it was a funny and memorable moment that taught me not to take myself too seriously. Okay, next one. Let's get the next one. When stories start like this, it was a normal day. It was not a normal day. It was a normal day of school. I had a lab class that day, so I brought my lab coat as a good student. Once the class was over, I waited with my friends for a shuttle to come. I wore my favorite pair of blue trousers. Hey, yeah. And like a normal human being, when the shuttle came, I quickly rushed to secure my space. As I was about to sit down, I felt my trousers rip right through the middle. They tore right there and then. Thankfully, I was in my lab coat that day because I don't know what I would have done. My friends, what is with friends and laughing at you? My friends laughed, but I was not in shock to do that. Long story short, if not for the lab coat, my butt would have been out for the whole school to see. Somebody say, God forbid. And then finally, we have, what's the next one? Next one. It was a normal day too, Abby. I was in SS3. I was in SS3 too for mine. I was in SS3 when my dad picked up my siblings and me from school and suggested we get lunch from this fancy restaurant. We got there, he gave me his wallet and his sliding door. My younger brother went in first. Why or how, I don't know, but somehow I tripped on the air. Oh, shit. And staggered for about 3 seconds. I'm sure it was like slow. Oh, he said it was like slow-mo. I finally landed face flat on the floor in the restaurant, which was filled with some attractive men. See, imagine. This is God. This is not an embarrassing moment. He was trying to teach you something. While everyone was saying sorry, this one guy said, I actually thought you would land on the ground with all the effort you put into balancing. At that point, I just wanted to enter the ground and remain there. I turned back and realized that my sister who was behind me was nowhere to be found. The girl had found her back in the car like we were in together. So there you have it. These are my most embarrassing moments. So please do well to share with us on our social media platforms your most embarrassing moments.
Yes.